honored parents, guests, distinguished alumni, friends, and colleagues of the department. Welcome to the 2021 Department of Economics graduation celebration. I'm Eric Zivit, the Economics Department Chair, and I'll be your host of this year's graduation celebration. Let me start by saying congratulations to the Department of Economics class of 2021. Students, you've been through much during your time at the University of Washington, and we want to congratulate you on your achievement. However, there are many who played a part in getting you to where you are today. If we were in the hub, I would invite you to stand and give a round of applause to those family members and friends who have helped you along your journey and who are here celebrating with us today. Instead, I ask you to celebrate these individuals in your own way while you also celebrate your achievement. Congratulations to you, the Department of Economics class of 2021. You have earned your degree in economics. You have learned to view the world through the eyes of an economist. Economics is a special field, and with this degree, you are trained to enter the workforce as a consultant, an analyst, or any number of titles. You may be considering graduate school, looking to study law, earn your MBA, or delve deeper into the world of economics through a master's or a PhD program. This degree does not provide you with a straightforward path. Rather, it opens doors for you to apply what you've learned to what really matters to you. This past year has been difficult. The COVID-19 pandemic has forced all of us to remain remote for the entire year, and unfortunately, including this virtual graduation celebration. This is not how we would have liked to celebrate your accomplishments, and we wish we could be gathered in the hub with you and all your loved ones today. However, this past year has taught us a deeper sense of flexibility and strength. You have all learned so much about your own ability to accomplish what matters to you. And as vaccination rates increase and the world begins to return to a new normal, I urge you to carry forward the lessons you have learned while in lockdown. And of course, we would be happy to see you all return to campus as alumni. I now have the pleasure of announcing several awards to faculty and students. The Henry T. Buechel Memorial Endowment was established to provide awards for outstanding teaching and service in the Department of Economics at the University of Washington. This endowment was established in 1972 by Henry Buechel's friends and family to honor and encourage other outstanding teachers. Professor Buechel joined the UW faculty in 1942 and was widely considered one of the most inspiring educators on campus. This year, the Buechel Teaching Award is given to Greg Ellis, who passed away early this year, to celebrate his career teaching contributions to the economics department. Greg has been involved with the economics department since 1989, starting as an assistant professor and became a principal lecturer, now called a teaching professor, in 2012. Greg has always been an outstanding teacher throughout his career, both to undergraduate and graduate students. His courses in introductory econometrics and natural resource economics were particularly popular and will be greatly missed. As a teaching professor, Greg worked with thousands of students at UW. He had always been one to connect with the students on an individual level, and it was evident to anyone who took a class from him that he cared about his students deeply. Recently, he was recognized for his innovation in pivoting to an online platform during the current pandemic. Students shared that he was able to quickly adapt his teaching style to engage students in the lessons. His loss has been felt greatly by his students who have gone out of their way to share their amazing experiences and stories about Professor Ellis. The monetary contribution of the Buechel Award will be added to the one-time scholarship fund in Greg's name to be awarded to a student focusing on environmental economics this June. Please join me in remembering Greg's outstanding teaching contributions as symbolized by this award. This year, the Buechel Service Award is given to Haida Salahi Asafani to honor her career contributions to the undergraduate program. Haida is a teaching professor and has been co-director of the undergraduate program for the past 8 years. She has been teaching in the department since 1990 and sadly will be retiring at the end of the year. Haida has made countless contributions to the undergraduate program. As an instructor, Haida has regularly taught large lectures in introductory microeconomics and introductory macroeconomics. These courses are so important to the department and the university, as they are typically the first economics courses taken by students. Haida is very dedicated at conveying the substance of economics to students. She loves the discipline and is amazing at enlightening her students and eliciting in them an enthusiasm for learning economics. Over the years, she has taught thousands of budding economists and has inspired many to learn more and enroll in our major. Haida has also taught Upper Division International Trade, and for many years, she led the TA training seminar for our graduate students to help them be effective teachers. She has also helped to develop our newest crop of teaching professors and pass along a wealth of departmental culture and knowledge. Haida is an excellent teacher and has been awarded the Mutual Teaching Award twice. She has also been nominated for the university's Distinguished Teaching Award. As co-director of the undergraduate program, Haida has been responsible for its health and function, including admissions to the major and dealing with all sorts of student issues. Her judgment and advice have been very constructive for the program while also being quite diplomatic, which is a great quality. She truly wants our undergraduate program and her students to succeed and has worked very hard to make that happen. Please join me in congratulating Haida for this prestigious service award. The University President's Medalist Award celebrates the top student in each undergraduate class. This year, I'm pleased to announce that Sam Colgan, one of our outstanding students, has received the President's Medal as the top student in the junior class. He was selected by the committee for his high GPA, the rigor of his courses, and number of honors courses he has taken. Students do not apply for this award. It is meant to celebrate the top student in each class. Sam chose to study economics because he wanted to learn more about the inequity he saw throughout the Seattle area, especially regarding the causes and consequences of things like gentrification and homelessness. Sam has centered his research around early Seattle history to understand how things like redlining and gentrification have affected the class and race dynamics of the city. As a double major in English, Sam has been able to apply his economic findings to his own background and the stories of others. In this way, he can combine his empirical research with the anecdotal evidence he has collected from his own life and others. After graduation, Sam plans to pursue a graduate degree in economics. Please join me in congratulating Sam Colgan on this great achievement. Our visiting committee holds a special role in the department. Consisting of alumni and local business leaders and professionals, we rely on this committee throughout the year for advice and financial support. It is this group that reviews candidates and elects our department's distinguished alum each year. Now it is my pleasure to introduce this year's honored speaker and the recipient of this year's Distinguished Alumnus Award from the Department of Economics, the Honorable Charles Johnson, Associate Chief Justice of the Washington State Supreme Court. Justice Johnson graduated from UW in 1974 with a BA in economics. He then went on to earn his Juris Doctorate at the University of Puget Sound School of Law, now Seattle University School of Law, in 1976, working his way through law school at a Tacoma lumber mill. Justice Johnson began service on the Washington State Supreme Court in January 1991 and is the longest serving member of the court. Throughout his many years of service, he has served as chair of the Washington State Supreme Court's Rules Committee since 1996 and served as co-chair of the Washington State Minority and Justice Commission for 25 years. In addition, he co-chaired the 2004 Task Force on Civil Equal Justice Funding. Justice Johnson remains active at Seattle University School of Law, where he is a distinguished jurist in residence and former adjunct professor from 1995 to 2010. He has received national recognition for his contribution to legal education, having been awarded the 2012 John J. McCulley Legal Educator Award for his dedication to the principles and ideals of integrity, compassion, courage, and professional service. Justice Johnson has served as a member of the board of directors of the Washington Association for Children and Parents and the visiting committee of the UW School of Social Work. He has been a member of the World Affairs Council and the City Club Tacoma. Take it away, the Honorable Charles Johnson, Associate Chief Justice of the Washington State Supreme Court.
Let me express my thanks to the University of Washington Department of Economics for the honor of awarding me the 2021 Distinguished Alumnus Award. I also want to thank the department for the opportunity to deliver the commencement address at this graduation ceremony. Let me start by saying to each of you that you should be proud of your accomplishment, and I want to congratulate each of you and all those who share in this occasion. Those of us participating today are proud of you and this accomplishment. Today, I suspect most of you did not get here without the support of family, friends, loved ones, and others. Today is the day to reflect on that path that brought you here, to enjoy a sense of pride in yourself, and to allow loved ones and supporters to share their pride in you. You are graduating, generally meaning you have reached a point where your life will change and you will be commencing the next stage. For each of you, that means something different. Some of you will continue into more specialized education, some into a profession or a job, but I will say that having this degree provides you with more choices and options on what you want to do for the rest of your life that others less fortunate lack. But all of you are special in having successfully reached this point. As you know, and as you have experienced, this past year and a half has presented abnormal challenges and stresses. And those involve the broadening of the conversation focused on injustices, past and current, and the general stresses, both personal and societal, impacting all of us. I mention this because you will continue your involvement in these conversations, and your awareness of those challenges and injustices perhaps will guide your future involvements. I certainly hope that you will be involved in solutions to some of the injustices that continue. As to the pandemic and what we have experienced, we all hope we are seeing the end near. People, though, I've found, are adaptable, and as a society, we will survive this recent experience, and everything, in a sense, will be fine. There will be a new normal, but we will learn to adapt and adjust our lives to deal with the stresses and the problems we have faced. It's going to require work, but given your achievements, your involvement is critical. This country operates under rule of law. The aspirational goal is to achieve equal justice. We cannot claim to live in a just society unless equal justice is available to everyone, and much more needs to be done. For now, I would say to each of you, you did not come this far to have this be the end of your work. You have the potential, and you have proven yourself to be capable of much more. I encourage you to get involved in public service, efforts and organizations working to improve the lives of others. Today is probably as critical a time to be involved in those efforts as any other time in history. If you choose, and if you are involved, the personal rewards you will each experience far exceed the efforts invested. If you look at the list that I am joining today of distinguished alumni, the prominent people that are on that list share one common feature. They've all made significant positive contributions to the lives of others. That, to me, is the goal of professional experience and involvement. And I hope for each of you that near the end of your careers, you will feel fulfilled and will be able to look back and claim that you did all you could to make a positive difference in the lives of others. I do envy what you will experience in your careers. I have witnessed during my lifetime positive societal changes, although too often painfully slow and incomplete. What I mean by that, many of the barriers that formerly existed to professional advancement and achievement are either lessened or eliminated. By this, I mean greater opportunity exists for equal treatment for each of you so that racial, ethnic, religious, national origin, gender, or other status matters less today than it once did. Doesn't mean that it doesn't still negatively exist, but you have the opportunity today to achieve more than once existed. And you will have that experience of watching positive change continue to occur, and I envy your future. Finally, as I mentioned earlier, today is the day that you should recognize those who have contributed to your achievement. Most of you would not be here today graduating with a university degree without having had the support and positive influence from others. Take the time to thank those who have made today possible. Again, congratulations.
My name is Chuan Wen. I'm a professor here in the Department of Economics. This is also my first year being the director of a graduate program. On behalf of Economic Graduate Program, I would like to congratulate every one of you who are receiving PhD this year. This is your great achievement and the important milestone in your personal life and academic career. We are here today to celebrate and recognize what you have accomplished and achieved during those difficult times. The past year and a half has been very hard. Your struggle and efforts to overcome those hardships make you stronger and more resilient when facing new challenges and uncertainties of your new year, and turn them into your opportunity and advantages. We're also proud of each one of you and wish you great success in your future career and life. Welcome to the Club of PhD Economists.
Ibrahim Demir. Dissertation title: Demographic Change, Social Security, and Lifetime Decision Making. Demir investigates the impact of demographic change on two important decisions everybody makes throughout their lifetime: consumption versus saving, and retirement. By numerically aggregating the behavior of individuals before and after demographic change, he reports what happens to key macroeconomic variables, such as the equilibrium interest rate, due to demographic change. Further, he explores the possibility of introducing different social security systems to improve the economic outcome in the face of demographic change. Committee Chair, Stephen Tarnowski. Thor Dodson. Dissertation title: The Impact of Roads on Agglomeration. Dodson developed a data set of travel times between metropolitan regions in the United States as the interstate highway was constructed, and examined the effects the road improvement had on the agglomeration of different industries. He found that industries with a higher truck share of inputs and deeper supply chain were more likely to disperse rather than cluster. Along the way, he learned about location theory and urban economics, worked with spatial data sets and programming with networks, and developed a model of monopolistic competition in space. Committee Chair, Robert Halverson. Yuen Monica Gao Rawlinson. Dissertation title: Policies as Determinants for Economic Performance. Gao Rawlinson studies topics that have substantial policy implications for the public sector, centering around designing, assessing, and implementing policies for improving economic performances at the macro level. Specifically, it investigates the accuracy of IMF nowcasts in times of crises, and empirically examines the role of macroprudential policy in addressing the effects of external shock on financial stability. Committee Chair, Teo Eicher. Camilo Granados. Dissertation title: Essays on International Macroprudential Policy Interactions. Granados studies the international interactions of financial regulations and the macroeconomic implications of accounting for the borderless dimension of these policies when designating coordinated macroprudential policy frameworks. Committee Chair, Yu-Chin Chen. Shuo Jiang. Dissertation title, Essays on the Econometrics of Games. Jiang studies various problems regarding identification, estimation, computation, and inference for statistic games of incomplete information. Committee Chair, Yanxin Fan. Kai-Hoon Huan. Dissertation title, Essays in Development Economics. Early life education and health interventions have long-lasting impacts on our lifetime welfare. This dissertation consists of 3 essays in development economics for young people. Chapter 1 examines causal effects of the nationwide education policy in 2005, which introduced coarsening SAT grade structure and more competitive grading of high school GPA in Korea on high school students' time allocation behavior and welfare in a college admissions game. Chapter 2 extends the college admissions policy implications by employing various non-parametric methods to show heterogeneous policy effects on students' leisure and study hours by outcome levels. Chapter 3 analyzes the behavioral effects of social media fruit drink counter-marketing messages by conducting a randomized control trial of Latinx parents with children ages 0 to 5 in the United States. Committee Chair, Rachel Heath. Dinan Wang. Dissertation title, Market Power, Globalization, and Labor Market Trends. Wang studies how changes in market power affect the wages and labor income shares across different occupational groups, and how globalization in the forms of tariff reduction and capital account liberalization influences the skill premium. Committee Chair, Stephen Ternovsky. Jiahui Yan. Dissertation title, Essays on the Economics of Payment Card Industry. Yan studies the regressive distributional effects generated by the pricing structure of the payment cards, as well as the impact of information loss on the diffusion of new payment methods. By estimating a structural model on the Canadian market, she examines how institutional changes could affect the distribution of regressive transfers in consumer wealth. Committee Chair, Yuya Takahashi. The 2021-2022 Graduate Fellowship awardees. The Henry T. Beachell Memorial Fellowship is awarded to Hei Yun Chung, Hye-Hoon Jun Kwok, and Jorge Riviero. The Grover and Greta Ensley Fellowship is awarded to Castile Chen Zhuang, Rajarshi Datta, Julio, and the Jeff and Perry Rowe Fellowship is awarded to Changhan Choi and Kisan Choi.
We are very happy now to present our award recipients for 2021. We all heard about Professor Greg Ellis earlier in the program from our chair, Eric Zivit. We were so saddened to learn of his passing this past winter, and we're glad to be able to honor his students by awarding the Beachell Ellis Memorial Scholarship to 2 students who expressed interests and performed well academically in Greg's specializations, environmental and natural resource economics. The recipients of the Beachell Ellis Memorial Scholarship are Sarah Anderson and Renee Flores. The George and Pearl Corkery Scholarship was established in 1987 by Alberta C. Corkery to honor her parents, George and Pearl. This scholarship is given to juniors who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement. The George and Pearl Corkery Scholarship is awarded this year to Chris Kang and Fawin Prongpafan. In 1995, Ms. Corkery established a second scholarship in her own name for talented students in need of financial assistance to continue their studies. Ms. Corkery earned a bachelor's degree in economics at the University of Washington in 1937, and she was the only woman in her class who majored in economics. This year, the Alberta Corkery Scholarship is awarded to Grace Dew. The J. Parker and Evelyn Schroof Scholarship is made possible by a gift from Parker and Evelyn Schroof. The scholarship was established in 1991, and the donors believe that the Bachelor of Arts degree in economics earned by J. Parker Schroof at the University of Washington in 1964 prepared him to become an effective entrepreneur. Sadly, Parker Schroof passed away a few years ago. We're happy to continue his legacy through this award. The winner of the Shroof Scholarship this year is Sean Thompson. We are very grateful to Olga Yang for the Yanlan and Robert Yang Scholarship, given in honor of her parents. This endowment was created to honor Yanlan and Robert, who gave their daughter the greatest gift any parents could give, the value of an education, in the sense of striving to do what is right. The Yang Scholar this year is Jizi Jesse Jean. This is the second year the France Scholarship is awarded, as it was recently created by the estate of Lorraine France in honor of her sister, Dorothy. We are pleased to announce that the recipient of the France Scholarship is John Sullivan. The Friends of Economics Scholarship is funded by gifts to the department and through our department fundraisers and our generous donors. The recipient of this year's scholarship is Carolyn Fong. The Clifford G. and Wanda M. Call Student Support Fund in Economics was established in 2013 by alumnus Carrie Call in honor of his parents. While they did not have the opportunity to attend college, his parents made it possible for Carrie and his brothers to attend. Carrie had the good fortune to take Intro to Economics from professor and winner of the Nobel Prize, Douglas North, and continued to earn his MBA in Economics and MBA from UW. Mr. Call is project manager for UW Information Technology and UW Finance, where he has spent his entire career. Our recipient this year is Samuel Colvin. The Bogdan Scholarship was established in 2007 by Albert Bogdan to endow a partial scholarship of 4 economics undergraduate students, and this is only the 6th year it's been awarded. Mr. Bogdan graduated from UW in 1936 with degrees in economics and history and spent much of his career teaching in the Enumclaw School District. This year, the Bogdan Scholarship is awarded to James Young. The Agnes C. Nelson Memorial Scholarship is made possible by Elmer Nelson, Agnes Nelson's son. The Agnes C. Nelson Scholarship is awarded to students with an interest in both economics and political science. This year's winner is Josiah Thulin.
Hello everyone, my name is Haide Salehi Esfahani, and along with my colleague, Dennis Odea, we work as the academic co-directors of the undergraduate program in economics. I am delighted to announce the next set of awards and recognitions. We have 2 new awards this year. First, 2 of our current esteemed professors created the Stefan and Michelle Ternovsky Endowed Undergraduate Scholarship. We are grateful to Michelle and Steve for their contribution to our undergraduate program and the success of its students. This award goes to one of our honors students and can be used to cover tuition and other educational expenses. The recipient of the first Stefan and Michelle Ternovsky Scholarship is John Donovan. The second new award is the Stan Frymouth Endowed Undergraduate Scholarship. This award provides financial assistance to a student pursuing an economics degree, and we are delighted that Muyayo Jack Lee is the first recipient of this award. And now on to outstanding paper awards. Recognizing how important it is that our students be able to express their conclusions clearly in writing, each year we like to acknowledge the outstanding research paper produced by an undergraduate student. This year we are fortunate to have 2 outstanding paper award winners. Our first award winner is Max Brilla for a thesis titled Right to Work Legislation and its Effects on Employment, Wages, Disability, and Healthcare Coverage, an investigation using panel survey data. Alan Griffith was fortunate to serve as his advisor. Right to work legislation, effectively banning union security agreements, continues to grow in the United States. These laws decreased the ability of labor unions to organize and to negotiate with employers. In his thesis, Max investigates the impact of such legislation on workers. He finds that although there is no impact on employment, the right to work laws seem to have negative impacts on wage income and family income due to decreased ability to collectively bargain for higher wages. Max's paper raises an interesting question. He carries out a straightforward, self-contained, and precise analysis and comes up with meaningful results. It is a perfect example of the high quality and advanced research work carried out by our honors students. Congratulations, Max. Our second award winner, Joey Roach, wrote, Investigating Public Health Outcomes in the Context of 1332 State Innovation Waivers. And his advisor was Professor Yuya Takahashi. State-based reinsurance programs under 1332 State Innovation Waivers offer opportunities for primary insurers in the private healthcare market to receive reimbursement from a state-established fund for incurred costs that exceed expectations. These programs result in decreased premium prices charged to policyholders and some expansions to insurance coverage. To investigate whether these programs have further impact on selected health outcomes, Joey adopts a difference-in-difference approach. Applying very thorough econometric methods to his data, he finds that the average American's access and utilization of healthcare will remain mostly unchanged in response to this policy, questioning whether continued support of these programs can truly be justified as a policy that yields any substantial healthcare enhancements. Joey's research is carefully carried out, and he presents his work and his results in a clear and logical way. Joey's is an outstanding undergraduate thesis in all dimensions. Congratulations, Joey. And now on to outstanding scholars. Each year, the Department of Economics presents an award to graduating seniors for their academic excellence. We now recognize our outstanding scholars who are graduating seniors at the top of their class, but are not completing our honors program. This year's outstanding scholars are Hang Do, Rock Jia, Liang Li, Junfeng Lin, Fan Jackie Liu, Chia Aiden Liu, Wenjia Liu, Xinyu Ma, Adam McBroom, Jiai Ni, Coco Paule, Gabriella Tedeschi, Shujao Elaine Wang, Shuning Wen, Yiran Julie Zhao. Graduates with honors. These students have completed the departmental honors program and written an honors thesis. Their names are Alexander Tier Bernard, Max Brilla, Cindy Howe, Andrew Su, Gloria Liu, Benjamin Nielsen, Joey Roach, Size Su, Eunice Zhang. Our heartfelt congratulations to all of our award recipients.
The 2021 Economic Undergraduate Board. The EUB is a small group of undergraduates performing services for our peers and providing a liaison between students and the department, faculty, and alumni. We work to improve the undergraduate experience in the economics major. We have a large number of undergraduates, and through our activities, the EUB represents the needs of our students to the department and to the alumni and visiting committee. We have a president and a vice president elected for 1 quarter, and we meet every other week to keep up with and discuss the progress of our activities. The EUB engages with students in a variety of ways, with our most important task being to help our peers. Our members tutor on a weekly basis at the introductory and intermediate levels and offer a math and stat review session at the beginning of each quarter. In addition, we write a quarterly newsletter, The Economizer, and maintain our own EUB webpage. We also carry out a yearly survey for our undergraduates that is presented to the visiting committee and provides useful information coming directly from the department's undergraduate student body. Finally, we put together a number of quarterly seminars for our undergraduates, among them the Paul Haynes Seminar Series featuring faculty research and various other informational seminars. We also work with our alumni and the visiting committee on various projects like the mentorship program. Next, I would like to give a chance to the EUB members to introduce themselves and share memory from their time in the department.
Hi, so I'm John. I currently serve as the web administrator for the EUB. My favorite memory from the econ department would have been attending the Paul Haynes seminar that would have been in the winter of the last academic year. That was the first event that I attended when I was being finally admitted into the department, and just being able to be there with some of the people in the class I was currently in and classes I'd been in previously was just a nice moment to connect with students in an environment outside of the classroom and more of the department as a whole.
I am Eunice. I'm currently an outreach coordinator for EUB. My favorite memory from econ department is participating in the honor program, and it's really a nice program. And I got the chance to learn different perspectives from different professors from different fields of study, like machine learning and economics of fishery. So it's really a cool program. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Joey. I'm currently the head tutor of the EUB. One of my favorite memories of being an economics student was when I got to take Econ 47, which is a class that focused on data science and applying it to strategic pricing. And it was a really great opportunity to learn how to take all of the theoretical quantitative stuff that I've been learning over the past year or so and be able to apply it to real world business contexts.
Hi, I'm Yeon, and I'm the vice president for the EUB currently. I'll be the president in the autumn. And what I appreciate about the econ department is that there are a variety of classes available. So there's like a lot of quantitative classes, but I also like the fact that there's a bunch of qualitative classes like Econ 4A, like economics and law, or like Econ 464, financial crisis. So I think a lot of these qualitative classes are unique, and I appreciate the variety that they gave me.
Hi, I'm Wenjia. I'm one of the editors for the Economizer in the EUB. My favorite memory at the econ department is going to the office hours. Professors are really kind and willing to help. They often give academic and career advice that are very suggestible in our life.
Hey, I'm Catherine. I am the Women in Economics Liaison and Paul Haynes Seminar Chair for the EUB. And my favorite memories with the department have been being able to get really involved with the EUB and with Women in Economics, meeting other really driven students, just working with the department on organizing events, and being able to tutor a lot of underclassmen in the intro classes.
And I'm Ben. I'm currently the president of the EUB. And one of my best memories within the department has been getting to be a part of the Econ Mentorship Program. And it's a program that pairs current econ students with previous UW alumni. And so getting to be a part of that's been super special. And on behalf of the EUB, we'd like to wish all of our new grads a happy graduation.